Competitions have really changed the nature of ballet class in recent years. Following the passage of Title IX of the Education Amendments of 1972, a federal law that prohibited discrimination in educational and other institutions on the basis of sex, a lot more opportunities of various kinds became open to girls and women, including athletic opportunities. And so for the first time, schools had to provide sports teams for girls, not just for boys. That same thing was true at the college and university level. And so there was a problem with the dance world. They saw many of the kids, particularly the girls who had been involved in the dance world, go running as fast as they could towards sports that had not been available to them before, things like soccer or softball. And the dance world actually saw enrollments drop pretty precipitously in the late 70s and early 80s. And so there was a concerted effort to get those kids back. And one of the ways they thought they could get kids back, especially girls, was to make dance competitive, like a sport, to provide competitions and trophies and prizes and to just change the environment to make it more competitive. And it took a while, and ballet per se was a little slower to do this than other forms of dance. But by the mid to late 80s and certainly into the 90s and beyond, the entire competitive ecosystem of dance was created, and that really changed things. By 2000, close to 2/3 of dance studios altogether actually participated in some form of dance competition. And although ballet studios that only taught ballet, which were by then kind of few and far between, didn't always do that, they eventually jumped on that bandwagon too. It is certainly still possible to take ballet classes today in a studio that does not participate in competitions, but you probably have to look a little harder for that. And competitions like the Youth America Grand Prix, which focused exclusively on ballet, have really helped spread the idea of competitions to the ballet world as well as the dance world at large. So this has been a very significant change. I know when I was a kid, there were no ballet competitions. For regular people, Baryshnikov might have been winning competitions, but not little girls in storefront studios in Dallas, which is what I was. And it was interesting to see that this trajectory has really changed the nature of ballet class. It hasn't been without controversy. There are people who have been and continue to be very concerned about trying to make ballet more like a sport. There have been concerns about over-sexualizing the children who participate in these competitions. It costs more money, so it might make ballet class less accessible to more people. But overall, it's a trend that I think is not going anywhere anytime soon and has really altered the shape of ballet class today.